everybody, it's Carrie. I'm at South by Southwest, and I'm here with Desi.
Hi.
So exciting.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, because you have an awesome girl power show.
I do.
Coming out?
I do have a girl power show. It was my dream to make a girl power show. It's called Desi Lydic Abroad. It's a comedy documentary special for Comedy Central. It turns out things could be better for women in America, shockingly. What? I
Can't believe
know!
it.
Surprise! There's an organization called the World Economic Forum, and they put out a gender gap report every year, and America was ranked 49th in the world when it comes to gender equality. So, if one were the best, America's ranked 49th.
That's like my state in education.
Right? I know the feeling. Kentucky.
South
so
Carolina,
I know,
yeah. Oh, man.
I know all about it. So, and I'm going this is America. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, but it is abundantly clear we are not the greatest country in the world for women. And I was finding that I don't know if you noticed this, but when women speak out about it, whether it's through protesting or marching or sharing their voices on social media, there's this awful pushback in this country where people go, what are you talking about? Women have all the rights that they could possibly want. If you hate it so much, why don't you just go to some other country where they really hate women? And then you'll see. And I'm like, no, we should be holding ourselves to the highest standard. Let's look at countries that are doing right by women, and let's see if we can figure out how to copy off their homework and then steal those ideas for ourselves, because that is what America's all about.
Yeah, just because we're better than the lowest common denominator is not really
Right.
winning.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really let's not compare ourselves to the countries that treat women the worst.
Yeah, where they can't drive and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then feel good about ourselves for it.
Look at us.
Yeah. So we did that. We went to we went down the list and we looked at countries that were ranked significantly higher than America.
Okay.
We went to Iceland, we went to Namibia, and we went to Spain. And I spoke with really inspiring women and tried to gather some ideas and bring them back to America.
What would you say is an idea that you think would be easily implemented?
Okay, I don't know if anything is
Easy?
incredibly easy in this
Aw,
country,
man.
but no. But there were so many things, and it's so interesting when you go abroad and you talk about these things. Everyone else just says, "Well, yes, of course. Why would you not do that?" It is
Right.
so simple in their minds, and it's infuriating to us. One thing is we still don't have equal protections in our Constitution. We're still one state away from ratifying the ERA.
Oh.
And
Well.
so in some ways we're very close.
Yeah.
And then there will be some hoops to jump through to get that to happen. But that's something as simple as just having equal protections in the Constitution. Another thing that I found in Iceland is when we're looking at the wage gap, there's a direct correlation between the wage gap and parental leave. And not having parental leave in this country is a disservice to not just women, but families. And you can't really level the playing field in the workplace until you have parental leave across the board for both women and men, so that both genders are sharing the burden.
Yeah, because it is hard. And the other thing that comes up too for women a lot of times is caring for an elderly
Yes.
parent
Yes.
or a family member that gets sick.
Exactly.
And what can you do?
And
You know?
that often falls on the burden of the
Yeah.
woman.
It does.
Yeah.
So, what can we do? We just do
We
it
can
all because we're
change.
girls.
Yeah, I know. And that's the other thing. We explored that. I mean, I really felt like on a personal level, I was experiencing shouldering this burden of this absurd idea that women can have it all. Okay, I'll work 2 full-time jobs and be there for my son. And, we're juggling so many things at one time and trying to be super women. And we just can't do it without the support of our families, without the support of the government, without the support of our friends. It was living that for the last year working on this project.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, the
Yeah.
other thing is, I don't think women can. I don't think, not even just women. I don't think people can have it all at
no.
once. I think
Exactly.
you can have it all in pieces.
Yes.
Like
I
you
couldn't
can have
agree
a
more.
piece of something, and then at a later time, you have a piece of something else.
Yes.
But we're not. Nobody here is a superhero.
No.
This isn't a Marvel movie, so I can't, do everything.
I totally
for everyone.
agree. When I am
And men can't either.
No, it's
Nobody
absolutely
can.
true. When I feel like I'm giving work my all, I am I have this feeling like I'm not giving my son
Right.
my all. And when I'm with my son, I'm going, I should be in the edit, putting these, I should be there to oversee, blah, blah, blah. You know, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do everything all at one time, and it is impossible. I think we have to forgive ourselves, women and men, and just do the best we can.
Yeah. So tell me about writing about politics in this environment. I mean, today we're at the Twitter library.
Yes, presidential
Twitter library.
Yep.
Which is incredible. He wrote the best 140 character sentences or something.
Yes, he
I
really
saw.
did. We that all started because we at the Daily Show imagined when Trump became president. We went, okay, every president has a library. What would Trump's library look like? And we realized it would look a lot like Twitter. So we developed an interactive environment where we could walk around and really appreciate Trump's greatest contributions on Twitter. It's really fun. Writing in politics these days and writing comedy in politics these days, it's a lot to keep up with. I think with the Trump administration, that the narrative changes constantly. There are so many times when we're ready to put out the show and we've got most everything written by 4 o'clock, and then some crazy piece of news drops and we have to rewrite and take a look at things all over again. So it's a lot to keep up with. And it's an interesting time now too, because it's like jokes have become very political and politics have become a joke. So there's this weird merging that's happening all at once that feels exciting but also very confusing at times.
It is very confusing. It's almost like the line is very blurred as far as what is what is what.
Yes.
It all feels kind of like just this unreal situation.
Yeah.
And if you post a joke, there's every chance that he will reply in real
sure.
time to people that follow him, and that's really interesting.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you-
my goal. How do I get a reply?
Has it
I'm gonna
happened
keep
yet?
provoking. Not yet, but I am determined.
You wonder what other presidents would have done with the Twitter.
Oh my God.
It does. It makes
Yeah.
you wonder, like, I don't know.
Would things have been different with those administrations? I don't know. I
It
think
also-
he's one of a kind. This
Also
guy.
makes me think, I think too much before I tweet something.
Oh, me
I need
too.
to think less.
Truly, I overthink. And this is why I'm not.
I
great with
rewrite it,
social
rewrite it,
media.
rewrite it.
Yeah.
But maybe because we're writers.
I think that's
You think
why.
that's it?
Yes, and I think we're like too hard on our words, and with Twitter, and it's all so immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing some words with me today.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to watch your show.
Thank you. I appreciate
Hopefully we'll
it.
meet again sometime soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Great.
Great. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Desi.